Welcome in, everyone. We will be working on this and then working on the temperature jellyfish. We have a Christmas wreath and we made a Halloween wreath, so now we'll have a spring wreath. I'm really enjoying all these different wreaths they've been doing. Ooh, and we have paper bags. I'm always irrationally happy when we have paper bags. Mainly because I feel bad throwing all that plastic away. Oh, 6, 7, 3, 5, 4. So I have my tablet up with like digital directions, but I wanted to see. I was hoping it would be in the beginning because you can make it 2 different ways. You can make it like with the bow, or you can make it with an Easter bunny and like these little Easter eggs. So I was trying to see if like that was like you had to opt not to do one in order to do that, or if it was like you've made the spring wreathy part, now just take off the bow and slap this on. But honestly, it looks like it might be like that. Because so you finish the wreath here, and then it shows like you go to page 109 to do like the bow and these sprigs of yellow flowers. Or you go on to 115 to do the Easter bunny and the Easter eggs. So, we'll see. We'll see if you can kind of wind up doing both. Hopefully everyone had a good weekend / beginning of the week. I will say the beginnings of the wreaths is kind of repetitive because, you know, you're making all the segments that will later clip together. So, but I enjoy them. So, Cake Master, welcome in. Sorry, and congrats on first. I know Alex is usually right on it. She's like, nope. Congrats on first for the first time. We are making the spring wreath. And I was explaining that I don't know if you can do like the wreath and like these little yellow flowers here are like in bag like 6 essentially, and then bag 7 is like you can make the bunny head and like the little Easter egg. So I don't know if you can do both, and I'm assuming like one's in bag 6, one's in bag 7, like the pieces, or if it's like one or the other. So we'll have to wait and see. And I'm excited because paper bags. I just now actually have to look inside the bag. Yay! You're streaming? Oh, streaking. I was like, you're streaming right now? Let me go find you. And I'll lurky lurk. We're streaking! Congrats on the streak. Hey, listen, that's your business. We don't shame. We don't shame. Okay. I don't think there's anything in there, but I felt maybe that was just like a piece of the paper. I felt weird. So we have to make put our little hangy piece. I hope you've been doing well today. I am not congested like nasal anymore, but I feel like it's moved down to that like part where like you can't really swallow it. You just have to keep like slowly coughing it up. And I know it's allergies now and not um like sick. Oh, I'm sorry you're in the hospital. That's no Gouda. We don't like when our friends are in the hospital. We are still waiting to hear back from the doctor about my daughter's arm. They haven't called back. I think if I don't hear from them today, because today would be like, they called last Tuesday. So today would be, like day 8, like a full 7 days in between. Ah, well, that's good. It's not like, I was gonna say, we don't like when our friends are sick or in the hospital or anything like that. But I'm glad that your temporary housing issue is being fixed. Hey, that's not nice. Get on there. I clippied you. There's like a bazillion of these little Lego pieces in a pile over here. And it wants us to clippy it all in. But yeah, I think if we don't hear from them today, I'll give a call tomorrow and just ask. And I know they're like trying to work with another doctor, so it's like waiting for that doctor to get back to him. And maybe they've had to go back and forth. You know how that is. But yeah, I think if I don't hear from them today, I will give them a call tomorrow and see what they have to say. A a hoot hoot. I just like that name, hoot hoot, and it's an owl, so I think it's just one in between. So next week we will start another big Lego set, and I think I will put it in Discord and let you guys decide because I have a couple big ones. Um, and I don't know which one to build next. So, in fairness, I'm going to build them all, so I don't really care so much what order they're built in. But I guess I'll put a list of all the ones I have, and you guys can decide. Ooh, I caught the hoot hoot. So I went out to run some errands yesterday, and it got up to like high 80s yesterday, like mid to high 80s here. And I was walking through the grocery store parking lot, and the one guy's like, "It's hot as balls out here. It's too hot." And I was like, "We're in Arkansas. If this is too hot in about a month or two, you're literally going to die because it'll be like 110. Like, appreciate the 80 degrees, like, mid to high 80s, whatever the temperature now, because it is going to be miserable in like a month or two." I mean, this in theory should be the very center top one, and then like go around because it's got the hangy part. Because it'd be hard to hang it from the bottom. Put that at the wrong spot. Oh no, I'm just holding it opposite of the way they are in the picture. Okay, so we're going to set this one over here, and it wants one of these and one of these. Thus, we begin the round and round soon. But they may not, because maybe they want so many of them like a certain way and so many of the others a certain way. So maybe we'll do, because this seems to be different than the other ones. Like the foundation seems different. Yeah, because those are both the same. So on the other two, I have the Christmas and the Halloween. You made like, they were kind of shaped. They were like rounded on the top, and then they slimmed down, and the thing on the bottom, and then you clipped all of them together, and then like built on top of them. But these are looking like maybe they're being built slightly different. Okay, now we pick this one up again and we clip it there. And it's looking like we do this 5 more times. So when the hubby first started his job, he had like every Friday off. And then some bigger guy up the chain came down to their office one Friday and there was nobody there, and he was mad that he couldn't get his question answered. But truthfully, he like, even if my hubby or his coworker was there, they couldn't have answered his question anyway. But he got mad because nobody was there, and he's like, somebody's got to be in the office every Friday. Whatever. So then they were taking turns. Did I? No, that is the way they were. They were taking turns, him and his buddy. So, like, one Friday he would have off and his buddy would work, and then the following Monday, like, they would essentially have like a 4-day weekend every other weekend. And they were like, no, we can't keep up with whose 4-day weekend it is, so you can't do that anymore. So they had to decide, like, who was going to work Fridays and who was going to work Mondays. So they did. But now, like, a lot of meetings get scheduled on Mondays and stuff, so hubby winds up not having off anyway. And so this Friday, he was supposed to have off yesterday, but there was a meeting, so he didn't. And he came home and he's like, his coworker's gonna work Friday because he needs, like, to make his hours, essentially. Because they don't care when you do your hours, as long as you wind up with 80 hours every 2 weeks. Because they understand the type of job it is, that sometimes you wind up, working more one week than the next. So he's like, I'll have off Friday. So I don't know what we're gonna do. Nothing, something. I don't know why it matters so much to the guy. Like I said, the people who would be there on a Friday couldn't answer the question he was wanting answered anyway. So, like, essentially, I guess he was there, so he figured he would walk down and get his answer instead of having to call or email somebody. And there was nobody there, and that made him very upset. But we did this thing last summer called the Arkansas Farm Trail. So, like, the Arkansas Farm Bureau got together with farms and made this list of different farms in the area and, like, what kind of things they had. Like, do you only have certain kind of veggies and fruits? Do you have a farm market? This, that, like a farm stand, this, that, the other. And they made, like, a thing. So, like, you go visit all the different places and get your little thing stamped, and then you can send it in and you can get, like, little prizes. So, like t-shirt, mug, things like that, whatever. Um, we wound up never sending ours in, but I liked the premise of getting to check out new farm stands. So we're going to do it again this year. We got our first stamp yesterday. Um, we got our first stamp yesterday with I went to the one that's close to us and got some strawberries. And then we were looking at it and comparing it to like last year's, and we're like, there are definitely more this year, which I expected. You know, like last year was the first year they did something like this. So I expected that this year there might be like new ones added, like more farms wanting to join it. But there were several places that we went last year that were like, yes, we definitely are going to check them out again. Like we've gone back to them, and to some of them not, because you know, like you pick peach places, and like they're only really open during the peach picking season. Fine, keep falling out of my hand. I don't want to hold that anyway. I'm horrible at guesstimating time, like how long it'll take to build things or crochet things. So I have a variety of things, or several things that we can do after. We do need to work on the temperature jellies from like the end of last week, beginning of this week. But I also have this little Easter baskety design that I bought yarn for as well. Sorry, my brain is like, how do they want me to do this? What do we got this time? A Tinkatink? I don't think I've seen that one before. It's like an angry pink robot. Achoo! I should look inside instead of just smooth it flat. Just in case. Okay. So essentially we want this one like one past. But we'll have our meeting next week um, with the archery coaches regarding our nationals trip and like the spaghetti dinner. And the weekend after next is their state 3D tournament. Oh, look at these tiny little tulips. Okay, so we want this in the middle. Two above, two below, which, you know, completely covers the seam. And I did buy that game that I was talking about, the something light year something. I don't know. It's like Satisfactory, but different. I was playing it last night and it was raining in the game, and I walked into this like different segment to check out what was in there because I hadn't been in there before, and there was a tornado in the game that kept chasing me around, and I was like, do I stop and let myself get caught and see what happens, or do I run? And I wound up just running, and I was like, you know what, I will come back to this area when it's not raining because I don't want to die. Nope, looks like a text. Let me just make it sure it's not from a tiny child. No, okay. I need to get with Carrot if he still wants to do like a. So we didn't have our co-stream this month. This will be last month. Today's the last month of the day of the month. Um, because of family things, which is, you know, life. But I need to see if he wants to do like two this month to make up or just one, and what he perchance might like to do for the stream. I'm really liking the 3D directions. One, it saves space on my desk, and two, um, I can like change the angle sometimes when I'm unsure about like where they want a piece. There's a bird in my backyard, like just going crazy. Tweet, 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 tweet. I need to get more bird feed as well. We have a bird feeder in the back and a bird feeder in the front, and we put the one in the front so that the kitty can see it, like when she's sitting in the window and she can watch all the birds. And her bird feeder is empty, so she has not got to maniacally go crazy, you know, staring at the birds. Okay, I'm gonna guess this one. Oh, but it doesn't matter because it's just one on each. Could have just stated that and I wouldn't have tried to look for the right prong. Okay, crazy pants. What are you doing here? There we go. So I finished another book in that series I'd been reading last night and got the next one. So now I'm on book 15. Okay, come on. I feel like that's the right spot, but not at the same time. It is indeed the right spot. Okay. Okay, now we're going on to the next one, which is different than that one. So that's cool. They are doing each one kind of different. We'll see if it's like an every other one or if they are slightly different variations the whole way around. I might do a work it Wednesday tomorrow. Like I've been talking about, where I have that kind of it's not really a game, but you buy it from Steam. But like I can make checklists and things like that just because there are things I've been meaning to do. So if anybody else wants to join in on like a work it Wednesday type deal. So there will be like times during the stream that I pop in, but like for the most part, it's meant for you to like, do things so you actually get them done. Ooh, and I saw that April 8th starts a new Star Path in Disney Dreamlight Valley, and it will be a Pocahontas one. So you'll be bringing Pocahontas to the valley. So I wonder if you're going to get to bring like her little trash panda. Like John Smith too, or just Pocahontas? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Because they don't always come to the valley in pairs. I mean, some yes, because like they just naturally are a pair, like Woody and Buzz and Lady and the Tramp and things like that. But Cinderella came by herself, and so did Pan. A Shadoo-a-Doo. The tree Pokemon. Come on, twist. Okay, I guess we're not twisting. I caught the Shadoo-a-Doo. Hope not you, this little thing. So we made this. It's like 3 little tulips. Come on. There we go. Come on. That one didn't really clip on. Sometimes there's this delicate balance, you know, you gotta press down harder, but also you don't want to like press too far forward. But you gotta like get your finger in there. Okay, I think I got it right. Oh, plus we're gonna have these, which will help it stay in. And these are like, I would say maybe like peonies, the way these are kind of shaped. Okay. I grabbed bags 3 and 4. I just wanted 3. Okay. I feel like maybe it's just going to be like in every other thing. So, like, this one will be here and then this, you know, around. I don't know, though. Let's sort out some of the bigger pieces so we can not have to dig so much. I wonder if it's going to be like these 2 in bag 3, these 2 in bag 4. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But hopefully everyone is having a good day. I am better prepared. I got the colors together for the temperature jelly before I started stream. And got the other 2 skeins for the little Easter baskety thing if we have time to work on it. And I put away ones I didn't need. Oh, I love this song. My best friend got the feeling so trouble again. So no, this is different than the other two, so maybe each one will be a slightly different design. I never heard anyone, I never listened at all. Thought that one was going to slip out of my hand there for a second. Keep this, that, and those two. So last week here was spring break, and which meant no archery practice for a week. And so she got to practice yesterday, and the one coach was talking to another kid, and she was like, I bet fantasy didn't slack on practice during during the break. And she was like, nope, and I even have a torn ligament, or they think I do. And the coach was like, what? So I'm liking this. This is turning out very nice. I guess I could bring you guys down a smidgen more. I've been trying to think about what to get crazy. Because, like, Father's Day and his birthday are really only like a month apart. And I've been trying to decide what to get him. I don't really want to get him more Legos or anything like that because he has a crazy backlog right now as it is. He's been wanting like a pellet smoker grill, but he also wants a riding lawnmower. So a duo. Not that I know anything about either of those things to like surprise him with it. He's, I don't know, kind of remind me of like water lilies. Do I have this like all the way up? Nope. I only have done. I guess it's just because I brought it down. Welcome in, Alex. Second and okay, there it is. Congrats on second. I was like second and third already, but you're already ahead of me, Alex. We're working on this springtime / Easter wreath. And so far, each segment has been completely different, which I'm enjoying. So really, I feel like this is the first thing that's really been like the same. But like I feel like all the like floral parts have been different on each thing. And it adds in about 45 seconds. They will go for 3 minutes and then we'll be back. If you have Turbo or you're subscribed, you don't get ads. but I appreciate it if you would stick around through the ads. Welcome in, Kevin. Um, but 3 minutes isn't terribly long, and um, sorry, my brain was like, what? But we went back to this one. Um, I don't know where I was going anymore. Things, ads. My brain farted. Yay, Kevin got third. And thank you for the oh. Yes, for the I'm here. I was like, yes, no? Is my brain playing tricks on me? No, that's what he did. Okay, so we want purple on top and green on the bottom. A flower sandwich. That's fine, Kevin. I'm pretty much good anytime. Yeah. Oh, ads. I don't know why I'm still building. Oh, my brain. My brain apparently does not want to work. You have McDonald's? Sorry, Ringbolt messaged me and I completely forgot that I meant to respond to him. So I figured I'll quick do it while we're in ads. It is Tuesday. Oh, it's Tuesday. That's why you have McDonald's. Sorry, my brain is not working today. It is not connecting the dots at all. For some reason, even though, okay, so yesterday's shot was the last shot of like the previous pack. And I don't know why, but I seem to like that shot seemed to be worse like the whole time I've been doing it. So it's actually like shot number 16, right? Like I've bled a little bit, like a little pinprick, kind of bleed. But yesterday it like welled up and bled a lot, and I have a huge bruise from it. And I didn't do anything different. And like I've just been so slow, like, and my brain is like cloudy. I don't know if it's mixing with like the cold medicine I'm still taking to like get the allergies to like fully go away. Who knows? But my brain is not putting the things together today. Welcome back, everyone. Okay. I did that. Yep, that's what I thought we were doing. Then we have to do, it again. I haven't eaten McDonald's in like years. A lot of the fast food we eat is like chicken, Chick-fil-A, Slim Chickens, Zaxby's. Oh, you son of a knickknack. It fell down inside this flower thing. At least I think it did. Well, I think we... Yep. I thought it fell down in there, but it doesn't want to come out, and I don't... Oh, there it was. It apparently bounced into my blanket, and I didn't even feel it. Oh, Alex. Um, so the one music venue we go to see concerts at sometimes, I was looking through their email yesterday, I think it was, and it was like all these upcoming shows, right? The Wallflowers are going to be there like the day before my birthday. And Blue October is coming there as well. I forget when though. I'm very tempted. I'll go by myself if I have to. Right? Like I feel like it's a sign. It is the day before my birthday. But yeah, Blue October is gonna be there too. Now I want to look it up because I'm like, when is it? And their ticket prices usually are really good, like $40 to go to a show. Also, Melissa Etheridge is gonna be there at the end of April. Fit for a King will be there in the middle of May. Buck Cherry will be there at the end of May. Where are you? I know I saw. Oh, December. Blue October is going to be there in December. I'm like, oh, all the shows. All the shows. Yeah, so the tickets for the Wallflower one are, it's loading, sorry. It's like $37.50, and then once you act, all their crazy fees, it's like $52, which still isn't that bad, but it's like $15 in fees almost. A Lego shrine to the tent. Oh. But yeah, Kevin, if next week works better, that's fine. Um, like I said, I'm pretty free. Like, even if it's a day I don't generally stream, like a Wednesday or something, let me know. As of right now, I'm pretty like open. Um, we are still waiting to hear back from Fantasy's doctor, which if I don't hear back from them today, I think I'm gonna call them tomorrow morning because today will have been like a week since they called, and I understand if they're having to like wait for that other doctor to get back to them and maybe like confer back and forth a couple times, it may, take a bit of time, but yeah, like it's not gonna mess with my routine. So um but I think I'm gonna call them tomorrow if I haven't heard back from them by the end of the day, because it will have been a week and we're just trying to, you know what I mean, like get a sense of what they're thinking, because the report for her arm said they saw a bone shard and then that a ligament was lax. We're pretty sure it's the ligament that goes like right over the elbow. That's right here. Um, like I'm pretty sure that's the one that is torn or whatever or ripping. Um, but yeah, like the nurse said that he had was conferring with a doctor at a bigger hospital that specializes in like upper arm extremity type things. So if they have to confer back and forth, I get that. It would, take a little time because like he has to call and then wait for that doctor to call back. But maybe when that doctor calls back, he can't speak. Like that may have happened, or like emailing back and forth or whatever. Or maybe they're just trying to come up with a plan, you know? But either way, I think if I haven't heard by them by the end of today, yeah, that I will just call them and be like, hey, I know you're having to like maybe wait on that other doctor to get back to you, but have we heard anything at all? Um, but other than them like calling and saying she's got to have surgery, whatever, I'm pretty open. Like, so if we need to do it on like a Wednesday or Friday instead of a normal day I stream, or even on a Saturday when you normally stream, Kevin, I'm pretty open. All my piles. Yeah, like even if they can just go, yes, we're coming up with a plan. I've heard back, but we're just waiting for a little more detail, or like I don't know. But like it's been a week, so I feel like I should maybe give a call if I haven't heard from them by like the end of the day. She's been wearing her little compression sleeve like every day. So, but she's pretty sure she tore it putting a shirt on. And not even like a tight shirt, just a regular shirt. But in fairness, she did dislocate it one time just reaching up to stretch. So, yeah, Alex. Alex can relate. So I bought that game that I was talking about while it was on sale, and I played it for like just a little bit the other day, and then I played it again some yesterday. And I did get on and finish my Star Path because I really only I had like the last 2 weeks of the Star Path to do. She wasn't paying that close of attention. But so I was playing it yesterday, and it was raining in game, and I was like wandering around to like different areas, just checking things out. Because you had to have, yeah, she was like, oh, well, what'd you go and do a thing like that for? Come on, snap on. Yes, that's all the steps. Yeah, she had what was supposed to be her final sports medicine appointment on her birthday in January. He was like, show me how far you can put it out. They did some x-rays, just to look. And he was like, no, it's good. Now we just wait and see if anything happens. Because the deal was that like we went because we were told before that she would have to have kind of reconstructive surgery, but not really. Um, like they would need to reconstruct inside the joint. And he was like, well, that was a couple years ago, and like really, I need to see things, which is understandable. Um, because they didn't want to do it at the time because they wanted her growth plates to close, much like her brother. Um, for them to be finished growing, which is understandable because that determines a lot. Um, so he was like, I need her to start like being able to put her arm out all the way. I need her to do, like other things before I just go in and say, yes, let's do the surgery. Which, like I said, is understandable. So she went to physical therapy last summer, and he saw her and all kinds of stuff. She was slowly getting it like out to straight. And then when we saw him on her birthday, um, she could put it all the way out. He was happy with her progress, and he was like, now we just see if anything happens. And, here we are. Mid mid March, 2 months later. Um, they think she tore a ligament. So really the only thing that's like the same in every for every square is this bit in the in between, kind of. And my guess is that is to like cover this space completely, you know. But other than that, it's like different that the flowery parts are different. Come on, snap on. Why won't maybe I don't have it angled right, so that must have been it. I must not have had it far enough over and it was hitting the little bump on the other one. But this is turning out to be very cute. I'm really liking this. I at the beginning of the stream, I said I wondered how, like, so they have, like, you build the wreath and then you get to the end and it's like you can do a bow and some like little yellow flowers and do that, skip to page 109 in the instructions. Or you do like a bunny head and some like little Easter egg type things. Um Jump to page whatever for that. So I was like, I wonder if you can do both, like make the things for both but only add, one or the other. Or if it's like the whole thing is one or the other. Like you only have enough pieces to do one or the other. So we'll see how that turns out. Oh. I was like, that doesn't look right. And it doesn't because it's not. So there's a bigger like arena that's near us too. And I think Evanescence is supposed to play there at some point this summer. Woohoo! I love snags. Oh, I got what is it? The one botanical one they just released. It's just like magnolia branches or something like that. But I got it at Sam's Club like $12 off. So instead of it was only like 38 or 39 instead of like 50. Ooh. Turn that one a little bit better. Yeah, I think it's. Oh, that's fantastic. So it's like you only really pay $12 for it. That's amazing. I love when you get to do things like that, like super cheap. Yes, the magnolia branches. So this set, it was at Sam's Club, and it was like 38 or 39 instead of the 50. I was like, well, I have to get it. If I don't get it, I'm wasting $10, $12, like girl math. Because I'm going to get it eventually. Yeah, just let them think it's for you. Contain the excitement till you get home in a controlled environment. I do that sometimes. I'll like put a Lego set over there with my stuff and the kids don't think twice about it. And then later I'm like, here you go. Or even just if I buy it at the store, they just assume it's for me. Fantasy wants the D&D set, but I don't know. Oh, so he didn't even know what it was. That's even better. He's just like, oh, and more Legos for mom. Yeah, she wants the D&D set, uh, but it's a pricey set. What are you doing, silly computer? But I think it's also retiring this year, so okay. Yeah, you would probably get like bored halfway through and then be like, "Nope, I don't want to do this anymore." I told Crazy that he could tell his coworker, who I did the tank for, that I will do other sets and, like that her husband might like. Just please give them to me in the sealed box, no more gallon baggies. Everybody wins. He gets the Lego set he wants and you get content. It's a win-win all the way around. I was like, I don't mind doing it, but no more gallon baggies. Okay. That song is like one of those that they kind of put in between tracks and it's just kind of like a little bit of sound, but even that's like real low. I'm like, now I'm pressing all the wrong things. There we go. I pressed the right thing yet. So no baby bag inside. A couple stuck pieces. Yeah, and this one had all paper bags. Look, they built themselves. Trying to sort out the big pieces so I don't accidentally like fling smaller pieces. I don't know if you were in when I said it earlier, but I'm thinking about doing a work it Wednesday tomorrow where I use that oh, what is it called? It's not a game, but you get it off Steam and you can like have the like scene up whatever, and then you make like lists, and you know it's kind of like a co-working stream, like to get you to do the things you need to do, because there are a bunch of things I keep saying I want to do or I should do, and then I just don't do them. So I was thinking about doing that tomorrow. That's right. My brother-in-law got a sticker champ for his birthday to give him a brick separator and show him how to use it for. Yes, yes, you need it for stickers. They are so much easier to put on with with the stickers. I mean, with the brick separator, the stickers are so much easier to put on. Let me find that thing on my wish list. But I keep talking about how I should make like new shirts in fourth wall that just have like the emblem we made in the corner. How you could have it just on like that left breast pocket area. And I wanted to get that thing for the little creatures and have them running around like on the bottom of stream. So I was thinking of like redoing the scene and not having the like new follower, new subscriber, new donation thing on the bottom. Um I don't know though. Like having like the me cam and the chat the same and the box the same, but then having it so the little creatures run around down here where this part is, where like the donation subscriber or follower thing is. There you are, you little leaf. Right, like put so I, so I was like I said I was thinking about doing that work it. Some of that I don't know that I'll be able to do on stream because like it requires you. I mean, I guess you guys could watch me do it. Watch me fumble around. Dropping bombs and watching everybody fly through. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. But that way, like, I could get work done and maybe, like, being, not necessarily being on stream, but, like, the whole, people can see that I'm doing nothing. Maybe just motivation. That's all right. I have stuff to do that I should do. Listen, I will put do laundry and empty dishwasher on the list. I love putting stupid stuff on the list just so you can check it off real quick. Yeah, there's some like some stuff I do, like I need to clean off my dining room table because currently it is just a catch-all place, and to be honest, so is the bar in the kitchen. It's just like a place where everything landed. But I can't hear my computer from in there, so I don't think I'll put that on the list. Then again, I can't, hear the computer while I'm doing the dishes either, but that won't stop me from putting that on the list. Yeah. Task, breathe. Woo! Check complete. Okay. Let's see. Be like, woo, I did it! I did it! Okay, so here, and they want it, yeah, clipped to this one. Then not this one, but this one. Then we have the big middle one, then not this one, but yeah, this one. Feel like, oh, okay. I was like, this is hitting this, but no, it's because, like angle. Listen, I'm not worried about it. Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to figure out. Um, is it just gonna say like bag 6 or bag 7? Because you can choose. So you can put like they have two finishing ways to finish it. It's like a bow and little yellow flowers, and then the other one's like a bunny with egg things. So I'm trying to figure out if you can do both, or if it's just like one or the other. Like it's bag 6 the bow and stuff, and bag 7 the Easter bunny, and then you have both things, and you can like alternate them out. I think that's how it is. But I picked the bow just in case it's not. Okay, I'm going to move this a little bit so you can watch me build the bow. A flaffy. I caught a flaffy. Some of the Pokemon are so weird, and so are their names. Oh, did you see the Disney Dreamlight Valley news, Alex? I always see it just through the Discord because I don't like pay attention to them on social media. But the 8th starts a new star path. Quick, shear it. Imagine all the yarn we could make. They were saying the 8th starts a new star path, and it is Pocahontas. But I wonder if you get to bring her trash panda to your valley, or if like John Smith is coming, or if it's like just her, like Cinderella was just Cinderella. I mean, I think partially because the fairy godmother was already part of the village or the valley. But yeah, the 8th, April 8th. So, right, I really need the trash panda to come with her. Like, I need her little trash panda to be part of it. I mean, we have raccoons in the valley already. I keep saying village, valley, whatever, in our area. We already have trash pandas, so I feel like it wouldn't be hard to have her special trash panda come with her. You know, because they already have the thing made. We send nasty Discord messages if the trash panda is not included. I don't care about the pug dog. Right, and again, they have like those type of birds already like up there in the one area, so it wouldn't be like an extra thing. It would be super easy to include them. Ew. You can't eat my Legos. They don't taste good. Clip on. Yeah, I don't care about the pug dog, but I need the little hummingbird and I need the trash pandas, and I feel like it's fair because they already have those things made. So it'd be super super easy to have them with her. Pugs are weird. I mean, they're kind of cute, but I don't care about them in this context. I want the trash panda thing. Okay, let me build this piece here. And then we will open the last one. I'll have to see if I can order more. So we have a bow. Because of his little squished in nose. Okay, this is our thing. We've gotten the fishy, the Dalmatian, the lion, the parrot, and the gator. The gator, the croc, whichever one it is. So we gotta... I'm going to guess the frog. Just because it's got bubbles. And I don't feel like it has, like, extremely large pieces. Yes. You should buy the candy. I give you permission, Cake, to buy the candy. You're gonna be mad if you get the if I get the cat. The cat is cute. Oh, I was right. It is the frog. I just said it because I like that it has bubbles. Use Jolly Ranchers to make smoothies. My brain is like, what were we doing? This, brain, this. We were building the frog. We gotta have him make the blow face because he's gonna be blowing bubbles. So many. I should have known it would not stay on there. So I make Dole Whip. So when the pandemic happened and everybody, closed, Disney released a bunch of their recipes for stuff. You know, to keep like people interested in stuff like that. And one of the recipes they released was their Dole Whip recipe. So it's pineapple. Yes. Feel free to stick it in random chat or something like that, or whichever one you think it belongs in. So there's our froggy blowing bubbles. Ooh. Let's see if we can make it look like he's... Ooh, we can. Look, he's blowing a bubble. Couldn't. Lego Batman rebuild his parents. If the pieces didn't go into a different dimension, where all Lego pieces go when they fall. Welcome in. It's in random. It's about tube. Okay, let me find. Oh, that's no fun. That's no fun. And it's worse when you have to bend your elbow. So when I went in to have my C-section for the boy child, they asked, they're like, can a like a student nurse put it in, or like she was new to nursing? And I was like, sure, whatever. And I was like, but I'm not gonna give her like a million chances to put this IV in, because one, I have really good veins, like My veins are right there at the top of my skin. Like, you don't need to hunt for them anywhere. Um, and they're like, yeah, no problem. So she put it in, but she put it in, you see where it like splits off? She went this way and she pushed it right through the valve for the veins and like blew it, and like blood started to pool all over the back of my hand. And then she was like, I'll just put it right here in my wrist. And I was like, nope, get out. Get out. You had your chance. You had a bad, okay, you put it in the wrong spot and then a bad idea. I can't let you keep like somebody else, not you. You're not putting it directly where my thumb, like in my wrist. That's not happening. Rude. Clippy in. Yeah. I mean, like I said, all my veins, like you can follow my veins, like all the way up my arm and stuff. Like, I don't have hard to find veins. So, like, don't be asking to put it in my wrist. Don't be trying to put it in my elbow where I can't bend my arm. Like, no. Okay, so rotate. So we have this little like clippy clip part. You can kind of like tilt the bow. I've had them put it kind of like middle of the forearm here before, and that wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't horrible. Oh, where is it? Of course, now that I talk about it, I'm not going to be able to find it. Oh, here. You probably can't even see that. It's the tiniest, tiniest little scar. So when I had my big leg surgery, they had to check my clotting factor because I had been on blood thinners till they could do the surgery, like the ones you have to like jab in with a needle. And so they had to check my clotting factor before they did the surgery. And that is an actual scar from that tiny little, like it's the same kind of thing they do for like when you have to have your blood taken, or like they do the little heel prick on the infants. It's the tiniest little needle. I have an actual scar from like the little like cut they had to make to test my clotting factor. Yeah. Stupid. It's the tiniest little, like, they didn't actually cut me, they just poked me, basically. And my body was like, yeah, you're gonna know about it for forever. We're gonna make a butt ton of these. I think 6. Yeah, 6. But yeah, I'm right there, Alex. I got all the stupid, like, little scars from everything. So according to the one doctor I had, in fact, it was my OB. Um, I take a while to heal, but when I do, I heal really well. So like cuz I had 3 C-sections total. So when he went and did the last one, he like looked to see, like before he closed up, they checked to see like how much scar tissue, because that can be like a factor in like getting an infection or like how well it heals and things like that. And he was like, you had like no scar tissue buildup at all. And I was like, oh, I didn't? And he was like, no, it was crazy. Yeah, I mean they do. They cry a lot cuz I mean your heel is sensitive. And they do that little heel prick so they can check like the what is it? For like jaundice and stuff like that. Okay, it's on these little brown. I was like, where am I supposed to stick these? But it's on these little brown poles. Yeah. Fantasy 2, um, she came out and she had to be underneath the bilirubin lights because like our blood types were not in, it wasn't like they were incompatible and I had to have those shots. It wasn't that. It was just they've seen like when her blood type and my blood type happen at the same time, a lot of the times the babies can go from like mild jaundice to really like dangerous level jaundice like really fast. And so they just wanted to be sure. And so they did the little, they did the heel prick, and that's how they figured out that it was already like veering into like the level they have to worry about. But she had to stay a whole extra day underneath the lights. Like she had to be only in a diaper underneath those lights for like a whole extra day. Like I had her on a Thursday and like all day Friday, all day Saturday, and then we didn't go home till like late on a Sunday or something like that. I know we stayed an extra day. Like the day you have them, then the next day, and then you're usually discharged that like third day, but we had to stay 2 whole days and he went underneath the lamp. And then she had to go to the pediatrician like 2 days after being released to have another heel prick done. Like they did one before we left the hospital. Then we had to go back like 2 days later to make sure that the levels were continuing to go down. And they were like, leave her in front of a window when you get home so the sun can like help like bring the numbers down, like help break it down. Okay, so this is how it looks with the bow and the things of yellow flowers. And then we have the bunny rabbit one to make. And I was right, one is bag 6 and one is bag 7. So the question is, do we want to build the bunny rabbit or do we want to leave it like it is? Bunny, okay. Yeah, I know, but it'll allow me to like get it out and whatnot while ads are running. So this one didn't have the little string either. So the last two I did, like the Christmas one and the Halloween one, had like the little. Oop, let's turn it. Had the little like peg thing with the string on it. This one has like the hook instead, or the hole for the screw. Squidgy out, Squidgy. Sure, all the little pieces. Okay. There were something else I wanted to check. Oh, Sarcastic Kitten is doing the using the co-worky thing. I was going to do something. Oh, message carrot. What are you doing? All of a sudden, like everything, like the mini feed and like up the chat thing, like just poof. Weird. Okay. Message carrot. Also, I will eventually remember all the things I wanted to do and then do them. Maybe. Welcome back, everyone. We're building the bunny portion or the bunny decorations for our wreath. So it'll make like little Easter egg type things and a bunny head. Oh, I saw a thing today. Was like, don't forget to have your kids decorate like raw eggs instead of hard-boiled eggs. This way you can use them to bake later. And I was like, that's an idea because you wind up just like throwing most of those eggs away. I don't mind hard-boiled eggs, but I'm going to be honest, I don't eat the yolk middle part. I just put it off to the side and then do away with it. I only eat like the whites of the hard-boiled egg. Oop, the bunny needs eyeballs. They are having the bunny look at its nose. Like, you look at they made this bunny cross-eyed. This is how they have it. We can't have a cross-eyed bunny. So I watched the movie Hop, and now I have a weird feeling about jelly beans. Because, in Hop, he pooped the jelly beans out. Or when he got scared, they would dribble out. So a weird feeling about jelly beans. Which is funny that Carrot loves jelly beans so much. I'm always like, oh, it's poop. Oh, really? Rude. I did do my load of laundry today, but I didn't do it yesterday, which means I did yesterday's today, which means I have to do another one today. So after stream, I will have to start another load of laundry. Okay, this is our bunny face. Now we gotta make our bunny ears. Mm-hmm. We have posable bunny ears. And we would take, I'm going to carefully take the bow off and put that there. And then we need to make eggs. Again, we're making 2. So this. And we have to make 6 eggs, so maybe there's like two each of like 3 different kinds. 3 different patterns. There is another yellow. Oh, I see. I'm looking for another one of those when really it's a flat. So, for our local sheriff, um, the election for our local sheriff has been happening, but there's kind of controversy around it because um the current sheriff is of course rerunning, but the guy who's running against him um is also on trial for like murder. um his daughter was taken by a man and sexually assaulted, and she's like 14 or something when it happened. And then the man was released from prison by the current sheriff, and he came and tried to did take the guy's daughter again. And he drove around, found them, took his daughter, put her in his car, and then went back and shot the guy. Or shot the guy, then got his daughter out of the car. But either way, he is now running for sheriff, and in fact, he won the he won the one of the elections for sheriff. Like, you know, like I don't know if it's like the preliminary or the main one, but he won. And some people are upset that he won, and other people are like, well, the current guy. But it was really weird because the guy who was shot, I don't know, maybe he's not a trial for murder, maybe it's just for shooting the guy. But he had been arrested on like a crap ton of charges related to doing things to children, and like nothing was really being done about it. He shouldn't have been on the streets to take the guy's daughter again, just based on like previous things that he had done. But his name's like Aaron Spencer or something like that. He's become semi national news. I've seen a lot of like content creators who like do newsy type pieces, um, do stories on him. But I think his trial is currently going on. Did I get 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yep. Okay, so it says this one goes here. This one goes there. You yellow? No, you're more green than yellow. What did I catch? Oh, a scatterbug. But yeah, there was a like an interview with one of the state DAs, and they were like, we don't like this that he was that he won because what he did is wrong. We can't take vigilante, we can't have vigilantes and things like that. And while I agree to a certain extent, also, why didn't why was the guy ever out on the street to do these things? Honestly, I can't say I wouldn't have done something similar had somebody come after my child like that. So, and I think that's why he won. A lot of people felt like that, you know, that if they were in his shoes, they would do something similar. Yeah, this one. Oops. That's right. We'll just twist it around. So for Thursday, I was thinking of doing I have the I think they called it the wallflower thing. I got it for Valentine's Day. So I was thinking of doing that Thursday with I don't know whatever with whatever's time's left. I'm horrible at judging time, so like how long things will take. Oop, trying to put that on the wrong side. So that's what the bunny one looks like. I'm glad you can do both, because then you can like still use the wreath after Easter. You know, like you can have it this way till Easter's done, and then put the other pieces on. And come here, hook. This hook does work. So these magnets are like strong, but this one may actually weigh too much. Let's see. I couldn't tell if it was just I was kind of fallen, like I did not turn around enough. Okay. Or maybe I didn't have it on the thing enough. It's a little close to our gingerbread man. There we go. It does work. I was worried that I had finally found one that was too heavy for them. But there's our wreath. And then after Easter, this weekend, whenever Easter is, I will switch it out. Okay, yeah, we did the whole set. Swipe that away. Tablet over there. So let me switch my thing to makers and crafters. Makers and crafting. I don't know why I always want to say makers and crafters, but I do. I don't know why, but I do. So we have to finish our jellyfish from last week. Some of its tentacles fell out. How many pieces? Let me pull up my. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there should be another tentacle in here. It like fell out when I so it should be the body and one yellow. Oh, then another yellow, a green, and a blue. So there it is. Okay. So we need to make 2 more. So 57 is pink. everything's trying to go everywhere on my desk, and that's not what I'm trying to do. There we go. Okay. We have this tentacle and one other tentacle to make for this one, and then we have to start on this week's jellyfish. And also, I keep not taking pictures. Like, I did real good up until like week 8, and now I'm like, man, I just keep not taking pictures. I need to also put that on my thing for tomorrow to take pictures of the weeks of jellyfish that I haven't, and add them to Discord. And if you're doing a temperature project yourself, feel free to add in pics of your temperature project to the temperature project channel on Discord. I liked the idea of temperature project, but I didn't want to do a blanket. And I know people have done like the temperature snake, and that was an idea. I looked at like the big jellyfish I do, and like counted the rows and tried to figure out if I could do like one of them as like a temperature, and not enough like rows and things like that. So those were all out, and then I found this little jellyfish, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. I'll have a bunch at the end of the year, but it works. Maybe we'll do something different next year. I don't know. But at least I'm not doing 365 like carrot, because that's just crazy. I gathered all the stuff up for that we made this past month for the archery donation thing. I have it all ready to go. Oop, I didn't get my skizzer out. Okay. And 84, which is yellow. We won't need the pink again. Mantine? Oh, they're like the manta ray one. Sorry, in the middle of that, my brain went, did we do too many? No, we're close to the right amount. Ooh, it escaped. So I use the dark mode for like everything. So using this Excel spreadsheet, I'm like, oh my God, my retinas. You're so bright. Okay, those are this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, week 12. Have to grab the right thing. Where did I put you, pen? Oh, there you are. Week 12. It's March 19th through the 25th. And then it was 81, 87, 89, 91, 66, 87, and 84. Okay. Okay, so now sorry, I just noticed something wasn't right on my spreadsheet. There we go. Oh, click the wrong button. Save, not back up. Okay, so 87. Yellow again. So we have another yellow jellyfish. If we do this again next year, do you guys want more of a say, like voting on things? This year I tried to do the colors like randomly, but maybe more of like a blue is cooler, whatever kind of thing would be better, like a gradual. And more like not 10 colors per thing. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of feel like I threw it together slapdash at the end, but so maybe I could have done a little better. The reason I tried to like change it up, like not do like gradual like a rainbow, was because we are warm a lot of the year. So I was like, this will give a chance for other colors to be involved, you know? But maybe I should have broke the temperature up a little bit more instead of tens. Like, like 80, I don't know, like 80 to 84 and then 85 through 89. The kind of broke them up a little bit. I don't know. Oh, I feel like I messed up somewhere. Let's count. Oh, that's not count. That's just frog it. 1. Okay. We should be at row 4. And I believe it's between 6 and 7 that... It is. Okay. So we're at 4. I did not do my schedule for this week. That's 5. Okay, row 6. After the next row, I could put eyeballs in. Do we want just black eyeballs, or do we want this one to have colored eyeballs? Better question. Where is my Bax bag? There you are. Oh, okay, no. No, those are bigger ones. Yeah, the 8 to 12 is empty. Oh, but that's right. We have this other. Listen, I will remember what I have eventually. What other colors are going to be in this week's? So we're doing yellow. Yellow. Blue, blue. Light purple. And yellow. Do we want it to look really weird and have red eyes? Oh, I don't think the red eyes are a good choice. We have some green eyes. And I do know these are two different sizes. I thought I grabbed the right size out, but I did not. I have brown eyes too, and white eyes. I think I like the brown ones. I will check placement in a minute. Yep. There we go. Got brown eyes. Seven. Dang you, stitch marker. Flip around. I I usually click it once and don't do it all the way so that I can get in the stitch, and I did not do this time. So now I'm like, how do I get in the stitch? Yeah, I usually don't clip it all the way down, but I forgot. Welcome to ADHD brain. Well, we'll get to try to place those again. After I count the round. And get some pliers. Maybe I won't make you guys watch that part. That was row 8. Okay, now we are on to the last row, which is our fancy row. Slip stitch, okay. Dang it, stop just slipping off the hook. Nope. Also, not all the way through, just the front stitch. Apparently, today is the day of don't do things correctly. It's over, no longer. I feel it's growing colder. Die another day. Why give up? Why give in? It's not enough. It never is. We'll go on to the end. When we come desolate. Not enough. It never is. Go on to the end. Apparently, I can't remember the words to this song today either. No. Okay, fine. Oh, Alex, if you're still here, have things been going better with Joe at school? I know you were having issues with the school. We're gonna add soon, and I'm trying to skip a stitch or do the wrong stitch in the wrong spot. Ads will go for 3 minutes and then we will be back. What the hell? While this ad is running, I'm gonna run out and take my cough medicine again because it is clearly wearing off. Okay, I'm gonna quick go take my cough medicine. Oh, let me get the pliers while I'm out. Well, these are not the pliers I wanted, but I don't know where the other pliers are. You know, because like everybody else's house, the trolls don't always make it back. That one later. Welcome back, everyone. Let's see if I can separate these backs from these eyeballs. I couldn't find the needle nose plier in the toolbox. I know we have one, it's just I don't know where it is. Come on, just slip up the... There we go. He does kind of look like a scoop of ice cream. I sillily attached. Normally, when I'm still working the rounds, I put the eyeballs in, but I don't like squish the things all the way. But I did this time, and then of course, I couldn't get into the stitch to the next round, so I had to carefully, you know, carefully like wiggle it out from in between the stitches, and then subsequently wiggle it, like get the backing off very carefully so that I really want this. There we go. You know, so I didn't but yeah, he looks kind of like a little scoop of ice cream. We could do that. We could make it an ice cream. We could figure out an ice cream cone bottom. I'm going to have to buy more of this color. Now we got to make its bottom. Not today, but we can put it on the list of things. I'm sure it won't be that hard to figure out like a bottom, because I could start with the 24 stitches versus, kind of like work backwards. Maybe that wouldn't be great, working backwards like that. But we could figure it out. We could figure it out. I just thought about trying to put 24 stitches in a magic ring and then work our way down, and I was like, that's probably not a great option. But like start with like 4. Cuz what is it when we make the start with, like, I don't know, maybe 3 in the magic ring? I don't know. We'll futz around with it some, and we'll figure it out. I mean, I guess we could chain 24 and then work that way. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I was like, I could chain 24 and then attach the chain together and then start working down. Make sure there's 12. But yeah, we could start with 3 in the magic circle and go around. It might be involved watching me frog a bunch of things, but we can figure it out. Now my neighbor's chickens are bocking away. One more round. An Eldegoss? A cotton Pokemon. I mean, I guess it kind of... It looks... I guess it kind of looks like a cotton poof. Okay. We have a bottom. Get in there. And close that part because I don't need that anymore. Okay, now we need blue. I'm gonna have to buy more of this too. Oh no, a trip to the craft store. Whatever shall I do? Not that. The kids only have like 8 weeks of school left. Oh, this yarn just keeps slipping out of my hand. I keep cleaning up the floof in between each one, but I think I'm just going to leave it for now. Another blue one. I forget what I was trying to do the other day. I was trying to buy something, and they got to like the checkout page, and like it didn't have any options for like Google Pay or PayPal, and I was like, oh, I mean, I have to get up and get my credit card. I can't. Rude. There is an end somewhere. There it is. So the kids have about 8 weeks of school left. Um, The next month should be fine, but after that, I'll have to start like changing my start times because she'll slowly, like, she won't have archery. So that'll be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like she'll go back to needing to be picked up at regular time. So I'll have to augment my times on Tuesdays and then later on Thursdays next month. I think I'll just have them start a little earlier because I've been doing 12 to 4, but she'll get out and I need to be in line at like 2:30. So I'll probably switch it to like 10 to 2. AMC crying at the door. Probably because she can hear all the cars outside, picking up the kids and whatnot. Okay, there's another one. Oh, itchy nose, itchy nose. And then we need to do, well, we need to figure out which way this one's going first. And another yellow. Then we'll be done with the jellyfish. Well, I had yarn out to start a little Easter basket, but I don't think that's going to work today. I will find that stitch eventually. Okay, that is that done. Only about a half an hour. I can get, at least in theory, some of that started. Well, that's not what I wanted. Well, it is, because I was just going to shove this in here. And I will put finishing this, like tying it up all together, on the list for tomorrow. So, out of my way. So I bought these two, kind of, they're not really variant, but you know, like it's got little things in it, little flecks of other colors. To go with this crochet, I'll show you it. Not this one, this one. Look at the tiny little Easter basket. I have a big Easter basket version of it too, but isn't it adorable? And look, you can really put things in it. And this is super bulky yarn. It's just like a different, it's not the super soft plush kind. A 5mm hook. Okay. We have a 6 out, so that's not going to work. Are you a 5? You're a 5.5. You're a 4. You're a 5. Purple's a 5. Ooh. Let's pull some stitch markers out. Oh, look how easy that inside was to find. I don't know if that bodes well or not, though. Like, does that mean disaster later? Let's see if it says anything about continuous or connected. Okay, it says continuous rounds. I always feel like continuous rounds wind up a little wonky, but It is stiffer, like the worsted weight yarn, but it is considered super bulky. So I either miscounted or I don't know. I miscounted. Okay. 4. Sorry, my brain is like, huh? So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'd be right, because 8 and 8, 16. Okay, yeah. Sorry, it took me a second to I like to try to make sure I know what steps I'm doing in the circle so that I can count it right. And that one just took me a second to work out. Five, six. What am I catching? I don't know what I was catching. Okay. So we liking the way this is looking so far? I think this looks nice. It's got like the pops of like pink and then darker purple. Like I said, this is kind of more sorry, the feel of how worsted weight usually is, but that's all right. I like the way this looked and I wanted to try it. So it's the right weight of yarn. It's just a different texture. That sounded like it was almost an accident. Somebody screeching their tires. Yep, okay. So back back stitch only. Jesus. Words are hard and they mean things. There we go. We are building up a side. Gremlin is down! Gremlin is down! Whoop whoop! So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. I will figure this out. 6 and then 7. Okay. Or that is 6. I see. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this row is 6. Then we need to do 7 through 13. Okay, I either miscounted or missed a stitch, so. I think I missed a stitch because that felt weird, like I skipped over. Nope. Get all the yarn on the hook, not just some of it. There we go. So I listen to like Reddit, like people reading Reddit stories while I'm doing stuff. And yesterday I got on one. This lady was like reading a bunch of like ones about weddings, and they were crazy. It made me happy or slightly relieved that I had never had a wedding. I just got married. Like one, her sister, who's like 10 years older than her and had been dating this guy for forever, finally got engaged, right? Well, her boyfriend proposed to her too. And her sister was upset because it was her wedding year. She wasn't allowed to get married in the same year as her. And I was like, okay. She's like, I'm older and I've waited forever for this. And you can't get married the same year as me. I'm like, I don't think that's how that works. And there was another one like the groom's sister didn't want them to get engaged or married because she was older and she hadn't been proposed to yet, so he wasn't allowed to get married. In like in her mind, he wasn't allowed to get married until she did. And he's like, that would have been one thing, but she wasn't even dating anybody, let alone remotely seriously like about to be engaged to somebody. So like they should just hold off forever indefinitely until she did. There were just some really crazy stories. Mother-in-laws who thought that like it was basically their wedding, their chance to have a wedding, a second wedding. Some of them were just, like I said, crazy. People complaining because the person chose to have a child-free wedding, and how dare they not want their children there, or a dry wedding and people wanted alcohol. Most of them, like the families, were definitely the a-holes, but the one was definitely not. So they get to the wedding, they sit down, everybody's, like the reception, I should say, not the actual wedding. And everybody's waiting. They have some toast type things, and then they're going to start, a couple tables at a time up to the buffet. Well, I guess the bride's family paid for all the food as like their contribution to the wedding. And since they paid for it, they felt they should be able to take as much food as they wanted. So, like, the last couple tables didn't really get any food at all. So, they had pizza delivered, which is kind of like, okay, you could have left. But also, they were intoxicated and didn't feel like driving, was appropriate. It was just kind of crazy. There's a lot of like wedding Reddit stories, and they're always like the one where the soon to be mother-in-law um just wanted to try the bride's dress on, and she like stretched it all out, ripped the zipper, and it was like a custom made dress. She just wanted to see how she would look in it. And it'd be one thing like after the wedding, but this was before the wedding even happened. Okay, what are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is why I usually have my little post-it note with my little scratchy lines on it. Okay. Let me put these stitch markers away because we didn't use them. See who's on. And there's a lot of people on today. Let's go into Sarcastic Kitten. I know she's doing her little whatever completion whatever thing. The program I'm looking at doing tomorrow. But let's get in the right thing to begin with. Click the right tab. There we go. Jesus, I cannot talk today. Plus, it's her streamiversary. Her streamerversary. So, you know, it's only appropriate. Let's do Ray. Oh. Helps if I put in the whole thing. Okay, apparently I can't do anything today. My brain's like, I cannot spell or type. Thank you everyone for hanging out today. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. I will keep up posts in Discord if I do plan on doing the co-working thing tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure I will, but I'm not sure what time. Probably a little earlier than I normally do it, so that way I can, I get things done. But yes, I appreciate you all coming and hanging out and chatting or lurking or whatevering. But hopefully you have a good day, good week until I see you again. We'll be back for sure on Thursday with the flower wall thing. I forget exactly what they called it, but I got it for Valentine's Day, and it's really pretty. And you're supposed to be able to combine it with one or the other. I think the pink bouquet. So we'll work on that Thursday with some more of this Easter basket afterwards. But everybody, I can't thank you enough for coming and hanging out or chatting or lurking or just choosing to be here in whatever capacity you choose. But have a wonderful day and a good week till I see you again.